Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today because it is the very last Den-O day. Guys, I don't know how we've come this far, but we have. If you're joining me early today, you already know what it means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much, and as always, I'm sending you up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. So here we go with the last episode of Den-O. They took out Arachiros last episode. He went out, I think, in a way very fitting to him. He tricked the enemy and used his cunning and lies to protect his friends. So I thought of something after the episode that I was like, oh, duh, yeah, no, he's gonna be fine. And, I won't get into specifics because I don't know what everyone has seen, but I've seen something that makes me think he's gonna be alright. That being said, it doesn't necessarily mean all this is gonna be undone. I mean, we've had it happen before where, like, somebody dies and they don't undo it exactly. They just kind of open up another avenue, I guess, of, like, bringing them back. But I honestly don't know. We also got a huge bomb dropped on us about Airi being pregnant in the other time. All this was to protect the baby, so I'm assuming, like, if they can protect time and the whole point was Ryotaro had to forget about the baby in order to imagine the world in a way where the baby never existed, to protect the baby. So I'm guessing now that he knows, he can, when faced with, like, one of the Imagin battles where everything, has to be rebuilt afterwards again, he can imagine it in a way that the baby is there. I don't know if what I'm saying makes any sense, but, like, is there gonna be a baby at some point? Can the baby still exist somehow? I'm guessing yes. But wow, guys, we did not see that coming. Very good twist. There's been a lot of really good twists. Like, the whole thing with Airi was a good twist. But now, of course, our Airi in the future is in, like, a coma, it seems, in the hospital, after Kai tried to, like, do that thing. I don't know what the technical term for it is, but he was trying to, he thought he had gotten a hold of the key, and he didn't. Oh! I wonder if the baby was the key and they thought it was Airi because the baby was inside Airi. But this Airi isn't pregnant. So reaching into her like that wouldn't have done anything. I wonder if that's it. I wonder if that's it. Very, very, very interesting. Did not think of that before. Or I'm totally wrong. And she really is the key, but the baby's also just, like, a singular point. All right. Wow. Like, that just literally just hit me out of nowhere. Guys, I can't tell you what I expect out of this. I'm hoping everything gets fixed and everything goes back to normal, and we have our Imagin friends, but we have Airi and Sakurai and their baby just living happily ever after. Somehow also with young Yuto being able to go and live his life independently as well. I don't know how that would work. We never wrapped up the thing with Hana's time either. That's still a thing. Like, is her time still out there? Are we going to wrap that up in a nice bow? How are they going to do this in 24 minutes? I do not know. There's only one way to find out. Let's get started. That was awesome. That was so good. I still just can't believe I'm done with it. Man, they, like, just wrapped things up in time. So Hana was the baby. That's why her time was destroyed. How could I not put that together? All right, so they didn't really address, like, there wasn't really, like, an epilogue. We just literally just, like, wrapped up the fight, and our Imagin are all right. Thank God. Not sure exactly how, but they are okay, and I gotta tell you the scene where they were supposed to have disappeared and they were hiding because they didn't, oh God, they just missed their moment. Oh, it was so good. And it was just such a great and very accurate portrayal of the tone of the show, which is, we know how to pull your heartstrings and we know how to tickle your funny bone as well. And they just did an excellent balance of both. So that's it. So they defeated the Imagin, but thank God ours were okay. They're going to be hanging out on the Den-liner still. Hana's going to stay on the Den-liner, I guess. So even though her time was destroyed, she's all right. So that answers my question about what was going to happen to the baby. Wow. How did I not see that coming? All this time of knowing that she was a singular point and that her time was destroyed and the whole thing, like, they gave me all the info I needed and I did not guess it. I did not guess it. Honestly, I thought if they were going to do anything with Hana, I thought maybe they were going to try and do, like, oh, if Yuto's the younger version of Yuto, then is Hana like the younger version of Airi or something. But no, she's straight up their kid. So I guess she's not gonna stay with Airi, though. I thought maybe she would. I thought maybe they would all, like, be a family together. But Sakurai is gone. That was a very sad scene as well, where, you know, the last card had to be used. But Yuto is still around. And we know Yuto has developed a lot of feelings for Airi too. And I think vice versa. Even though, like, a lot of those kept on getting forgotten. So maybe there will be something between them. Who knows? But I guess, like, we're not going to get... Like, last episode I thought, oh, are we going to get, like, oh... older Sakurai and Airi and their baby are all back. And it's like, no, like, they're all okay. Well, Sakurai's not really okay. He had to sacrifice himself. But I love how he showed up to Airi at the last one. So so Airi knows everything now. So, like, is Airi okay? I imagine they're going to, like, follow up on a lot of this in the movies. But wow. So, yeah. So Ryotaro, he turned in his pass, and that's it. They'll pop in from time to time, but Yuto and Den-O are gonna stay on the Zero liner. Everyone's cool on the Den-liner, and I guess Ryotaro is just gonna go live his best life, which is all I could have asked for him. We didn't really. Did we see, like, exactly what happened to Kai? I'll go back and watch and see. But I think he was just like, no, defeated. I don't think he, like, disappeared or anything. But I'll go back and see if he did. Wow. So, I mean, we, like, just wrapped things up. Like, just wrapped it. Like, we literally wrapped it up, like, as the credits were rolling. I would love to see, like an epilogue movie, which I'm sure there was. But wow. It's really over. Man, it was so good. And at the end of the day, it was all about love. It was about Airi and Sakurai's love and their love for their baby. And God, no wonder we had that moment of Airi and Hana and them just be, oh, I should have known. I should have known, when she was, like, all, like, petting her head and everything. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. So Hana is Ryotaro's niece. So all those, like, so all the, like, googly eye moments were just not, they were just like, oh, they felt a connection because they were related. Got it. Okay. I just don't even know what to say. I absolutely loved this series. I'm so sad it's over. I really could have watched it for 50 more episodes. Um, even if it was just all wacky adventures. I could really just watch like a show just about the, you know, the four Imagin just getting involved in shenanigans. And you know, I loved Ryotro's arc too. Obviously, you know, in case you couldn't tell, I absolutely adored Ryotaro in this. I do think that the combination of all the characters, like the Imagin and everything, really, really made it special. But I mean, Ryotaro was amazing. And I loved his arc. And I love that we started with him just being scared and unlucky, and in the end, like, by the end of the series, we weren't having a lot of, like, tripping and falling and all that. Like, he really did find his strength through this whole experience. I don't know what's going to happen to Airi, but it seems like her story came full circle. She seems to know what's going on now, and she's okay. Like, I think she's going to be all right. The Imagin are just gonna live out their best lives on the Denliner, and even Sieg was there. Is Sieg gonna go back to his time, or is he just gonna hang out on the Denliner now? Like, what are they all gonna go do? I so want to know. It really gives me a lot of motivation to go and watch the movies, because I have a feeling we'll get a lot more of, like, where are they now once we do that. It was just so much fun, guys. I just had so much fun with it. This show could be weird, crazy, hilarious, heartfelt, all like within 10 minutes, and I just adored it. It's tied with Double. It is tied with Double as my favorite. I'm so glad I watched it. I knew I would love it. I knew just from hearing about it I would love it, but I gotta tell you, I never knew how much I would love it. I think I will definitely be, like, throwing some episodes of this on in the background, just, like, when I'm having a bad day or just want to be cheered up and just want to escape for a little bit. I can't tell you how much I looked forward to watching this show every week, and I'm really glad that I saw it. I'm glad you guys watched it along with me. I have a feeling I'll probably digest this episode a little bit more and maybe have more to say and some more to think about between now and when I watch the movies. I don't know exactly how many movies there are. I didn't want to look into it too much because I didn't want to dig too hard into, like, research and accidentally see a spoiler, which I'm really glad I didn't know because I was completely blown away by the Hana information. Yeah, I'm going to be looking up, you know, and if you guys have input on, like, which movies should I watch? Are they all, like, must watch? Or I know they just came out with a new one, too, so that should be interesting. I will be rewatching that scene of Heisei Generations Forever. I can almost guarantee I will be getting so much out of it now that I know who everyone is. I only wish, like, a little bit that I could have, and, you know, it's like I watched Zio first, so of course it was going to happen this way, but considering the scene in the movie, I kind of wish I could have just not known about any of that ahead of time and then gone in and, like, I don't want to say too much in case somebody hasn't seen the movie, but for those who have seen the movie, considering what happens, I think I can't even imagine, like, how much the audience was blown away, because I feel like I remember hearing that they kept that a big secret. I don't know if it got out beforehand or what. Certainly if you're watching it with English subtitles, then you had to wait a little while and you probably already knew. But, like, for the people going to see it in theaters, oh my God, I would have lost my mind if I was, like, in that position where I did not know. But anywho, time for me to stop talking cryptically. But I can't wait for the movies. So there was really a lot of motivation to watch the movies now because they, like, literally just wrapped that all up. Like, this wasn't like Zio where we kind of got the, like, oh, okay, we got, like, that little bit at the end that, like, okay, we know, like, who's alive. And like, you know, we know that Airi woke up, but we didn't get much insight into like what they're kind of going to be doing now and what they're going to be up to now that time is okay. So I cannot wait to see the movies. I'll keep you posted on that, but I'm really excited to dig into them. This series was amazing. Tied at my #1 spot. I absolutely love it. I need all the toys. I want all the toys. I require all the toys now. So maybe you'll be seeing some toys pop up back here. I don't know. You guys, once again, you voted for this way back when we first started. You have never led me wrong. I'm excited to see what you're going to choose for me to watch next. Which toku. I will get more info to you about that as well. Probably by the time this comes out, I will have already started asking around about it. We'll see. But there will be a poll, and you guys will very generously decide what I will be watching next. So I'm excited for that, and I just loved this this wonderful, crazy ride that was Den-O. Thank you. Thank you for watching with me. Thank you for voting for it. And thank you for joining me for this last episode. I hope you will join me in the future for everything I'm going to be watching. And please join me then, because we will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.